Everyone, and welcome. I wanted to check in and see how you're doing. What in your life you are recalibrating, what's asking for a rebalance, a reboot, what was kind of working for you in the past that all of a sudden is asking you to lean into something else that's maybe really uncomfortable. Hi, if you're just joining. So as we move closer now to this beautiful eclipse season that we're going to be moving into, at the time where we have a lot of planets retrograde and we're gearing up for a really big Mars retrograde. Mars retrogrades are really big. They're very fiery, and the fiery energy tends to go towards inner transformation, inner growth, right? So as we're gearing up for a really intense eclipse season that will be really, we're kind of already building to that energy because we'll have a full moon in Aries. It's going to be really interesting because Mars is the ruler of Aries, and Mars will have already gone retrograde. So we're gearing up for that, and then we're going to have a new moon partial eclipse, solar eclipse in Scorpio. So if y'all have never seen me live before, you can type hello in the chat. I would love to say hello back to you. Or if you've been here before, I'd love to say hello. Anyway, but why I'm talking about this is these nodal changes that we go through as a collective are the invitation. There are a lot of people that won't get there. There are a lot of people. It was totally quiet in my neighborhood. This is the second time now. It's been totally quiet in my neighborhood. I go live and then it gets really loud. It's okay. We'll deal. But we are moving into eclipse season, and it's a really big one. The total lunar eclipse that we'll have in November 8th is kind of mind-blowing, okay? But I'm not even going there yet. Right now, the invitation is here to recalibrate, to rebalance, to really look at where you maybe in the past were leaning on certain things or depending on certain things, or in a codependent relationship with someone or with something that is not working anymore, that is now asking for a recalibration, is now asking you to go deep into yourself and find the answers and be with the answer and be in the unknown. A lot of this is the mystery, and this is very much the energy that we'll be feeling as we move towards Scorpio season. We're not there yet, but that mystery, that dark void, that dark magic, it's like there is beautiful things that happen in the darkness. Babies are developed in darkness. We go into the dark room. Well, we used to go into the dark room to develop our film and see what comes to life from this beautiful darkness. Light appears and it starts to light up before our eyes, and we get to see what we captured in a moment. It's like so exciting, right? So a lot of beautiful things happen in the dark. And in many ways, right now, we are getting closer to that darkness. And we have to really be in tune with our intuition, our feminine, in order to be led to the places that we're being asked to go. And for many people, they're incapable. They're incapable. The programming, the shame, the guilt, the judgment will keep them from being able to find this recalibration. And for many others, like most people that are in my world, they're learning, right? We're learning this new way of being. We're releasing the conditioning of the past. We're understanding that there's a great shift that's happening and that we're a part of it. And that in order to be that shift, we have to reorganize our life to be much more in the energy of the mystery and the feminine and the intuition. This is for men and women and whatever your gender, right? So as this is all happening and as we're shifting into this new way of being, we have to take these moments and take this time to ask what in our life needs a rebalance. What in our life feels out of balance? It feels like we're giving too much. Feels like maybe we're receiving too much. Maybe it's not an equal balance. And how do we find that balance again? And how do we live that balance again? And this is so much of what Bitches Shine Brighter is about. My 4-week journey that starts tomorrow is all about building and strengthening and fortifying your boundaries. We go into the energetics, we go into the chakras, we go into the astrology, and we go into the different types of boundaries in our life, the different areas where we need to look at boundaries. It's not just all saying no when we need to say no. It's also boundaries around our time, our energy, our resources. It's boundaries around what we're allowing ourselves to spend time thinking about or overanalyzing. This inner discipline is so necessary as we're moving forward, because as we know, whatever we focus on amplifies. So if we're choosing to focus on things that are keeping us in a stagnant place, we're choosing to stay there. We're choosing that stagnation. And if we want to go and we want to take off and spread our wings and kind of take off into this new way of being, we have to start trusting our intuition. We have to start really fortifying and building the discipline that we need in order to do that. So this is what Bitches Shine Brighter is all about. It's a 4-week journey with me. I have a special bonus that's just for today. If you're a last minuter, just like me, I'm totally this way, and you want to join today, and you pay in full. So for the 4-week live class, and then there are 2 extra bonus modules that you get at a self-paced. For the 4 weeks together, where we dive into the energetics, the astrology, all of the pieces to this puzzle of why things are so challenging, why it can be so challenging to live this truth, to live in this discipline. That's $1,111. And if you pay in full today and you decide to jump in with us and take harmonic flight into the unknown, you get a bonus one-on-one 40-minute astrological boundary setting session with me. So today is the day to choose to recalibrate, to rebalance your life, to look at any areas where you're not being fully honest with yourself. You're fooling yourself. You're saying one thing, but you're not acting necessarily in alignment with what you're saying. This is the invitation. This is the opportunity to work together as a group to really be honest and true about what it takes to have that discipline, what it takes to have those boundaries. And the best part about this journey is that this is a constant, there is no end result. If you are a living, breathing human, you are constantly having to recalibrate and rebalance and look at where you need to cut off certain energies or stop thinking about certain things and move your energy in a different direction, where you're being asked to rebalance and reboot. And because of that, it's so nice to be in the support of a small community that is all doing similar work. So if you're feeling inspired, you want to know more about Bitches Shine Brighter, the 4-week live boundary setting, strengthening live journey, where we dive into not only your astrological chart, but the energetics, the chakras, all the things. That link is in my profile, so check it out. If you know that you're being called into just a more energized perspective, where you're really feeling the burnout, where you're really feeling taxed, where you're really feeling like some shift needs to happen, this is a place to be. Even if you think your boundaries are great, I can guarantee you, I can show you the areas that are asking for your attention. And a lot of this is based on the current astrology. So if that speaks to you, you want to learn more about that link is in my profile, the boundary setting course. If you're not already on my mailing list, which you can get to from clicking that link in my profile to get on the mailing list, definitely open your email tomorrow morning. I'm sending out a special offer for the Equinox, for the rebalance of the Equinox, and I don't want you to miss it. So if you're not already on my mailing list, get on there. You can get on there through the link in my profile. I'll also post a link in my story, because that special offer will only be announced in my email tomorrow morning. And this video will probably be there as well. So take advantage of the special offer, and I hope to see you soon. Take good care of yourself. And be really gentle with yourself as you're making these changes and rebalancing and rebooting, because ultimately we want to think of that gentle, nurturing, mothering energy that is so useful to utilize for ourselves as we're transiting and moving through these difficult times where there's a lot of change. Things are changing so quickly, so rapidly. Time is moving differently. And it really requires that inner nurturing of yourself to not get stuck in judgment, fear, lack, guilt, and shame. Those are the old ways. The new way is compassion, intuition, trust, nurturing, and being around people that nourish you. So I hope you take good care of yourselves. Let me know if this video helped you down below. And yeah, just take good care.